person, brown rice, white rice, whatever grain you might want to prep, get yourself going for that and get your oven on to 400 so that that is getting ready because we're going to roast some sweet potatoes. So we're going to have our carbs for the week, sweet potatoes and our grain. Okay, your grain is going to go with your tacos. It can go with your chili. So go ahead and get that. And once you have those things turned on and the fire under your flame under your water, start pulling out all of your vegetables. And we're really just going to be chopping here for a bit while our water comes to boil. Once it is, get your rice in there or quinoa, whatever you're making. And when your oven is ready, what I'm going to do is here in New Mexico, rosemary grows like a weed. And so when I roast sweet potatoes, just to have sweet potato as a side, I like to roast it sometimes with rosemary on there. So on my sheet tray, I'm going to spray it with a little bit of avocado oil, and then I'm going to lay out some rosemary underneath my sweet potato halves. So you're going to when you start your prep of your veggies, start with your sweet potatoes. Get them good and scrubbed, get all the dirt off of those. You don't need to peel them. You're just gonna have them. And then get them, meat side down on your tray. And that's gonna go in your 400-degree oven when it's ready. Okay. All right, go team.
Hey, Liza.
Yeah.
I'd already made you host and before I started recording, so then I had to take back host to record. So can you, just for whoever is going to be watching the replay, you told us to get started. We're preheating our oven to 400. We're getting our water boiling for our grain, and we're going to then start scrubbing our veggies or rinsing our veggies and getting stuff ready. Okay, thank you.
Exactly, perfect. All right. Now, I will say I'm not going to play any music because we are recording and this might go up and, you know, things can get crazy. So if you want music, just put in your headphones and that can help as well. Now, I'm just going to kind of talk through a couple things while everybody's getting started. So this is a very simple meal plan, and you can really make it for one person or 8 people. It's just going to depend on how many you do. So you can double the recipe of the chili. It's set for 4 servings. You can also stretch that to 8 by serving it with a grain, serving it with a side salad. So all of these recipes are very adaptable.
Okay.
So you're doing your sweet potatoes partially for the chili and then partially just to have in the fridge for the week. So for myself, when we do the egg cups and sweet potato are going to be my breakfast. If you follow one of the nutrition plans that I do, that is going to be really compatible with either plan. If you're following the container system, you'll have a red, a green, and a yellow for your breakfast. Easy peasy. And the egg cups, because we're doing a dozen eggs, it lasted me 2 weeks last time, which I really appreciated. They freeze really well. All of these recipes freeze really well.
That breakfast is perfect for 2B mindset also, because Ilana would be so proud of our plate it. with half protein and half starch.
Exactly.
We're so fancy.
So Lisa, I've cut up my sweet potatoes. What did you say to spray them with?
Just get your sheet tray sprayed with whatever oil you use. I like avocado oil. You can use olive oil, whatever oil you would put on your sheet tray just to roast it. Okay, so we're gonna roast 3-ish sweet potatoes, and then we're gonna have 2 that are just chopped up into cubes for the chili. So you're gonna have 3 sweet potatoes onto your sheet tray and get them into your 400-degree oven when that's ready to go.
Question, the sweet potatoes, do they need to be peeled or not?
Wait, I didn't hear your question. Tell me again.
Sweet potatoes, do we peel them or not?
No, they don't need to be peeled.
Okay.
Unless you want them peeled for your chili, you can, but there's so much fiber and nutrients in the skin, and it's gonna cook down in the slow cooker. So I don't peel them.
Perfect.
Great question. Where did I leave my towel? All right, so we're working feverishly, but don't forget to have a drink nearby and be careful when you're chopping.
Water first, water first.
Yay!
Right. So I buy this avocado spray at Costco. It's a ginormous thing, and it comes in a 2-pack. So if you're a Costco fan like I am,
Yeah,
I would
too.
suggest looking.
I know. I love this spray. It's awesome.
I
I need
know.
to get it. Liza, I'm so sorry. I'm totally like mom brain right now. I'm doing a total of 4 sweet potatoes, 1 for each family member, and then 1 extra. 3 of them I'm having and putting on the tray, and then 1 we're gonna cube. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, thank you.
No worries.
Okay, another question, Liza.
Uh-huh.
So the sweet potatoes, we're roasting all of them for the chili and or
No.
No.
You
Okay.
only want to roast what you're going to have just in your fridge ready to go for supplementing your meals through the week. The ones that go in the chili, you are not going to roast. Okay.
And the recipe that you're doing is for a serving of 4 in the chili.
Correct.
So we should calculate it like that. Okay.
Yes, exactly. So I'm doing 2 sweet potatoes into my chili cubed up. So I'm getting my 3 sweet potatoes here into my oven. Check your water. If your water is boiling or getting close to boiling, get your grain measured out so that you can get that in. And then we're just gonna finish chopping, and then we're gonna move on to washing up all of our veggies. So your veggies are a combination of salad bar. So you're just gonna have prepped, ready to go, chopped veggies that you can throw on your spring mix to make salads through the week. So just chop up whatever you got that you like. Now you're gonna set aside some that's gonna go into the egg cups. So for the egg cups, we have 12 eggs. I would do about 1.5 to 2 cups of veggie, whatever you want your egg cups to be. They could be mushroom and spinach and olive. They could be chopped peppers and tomato and spinach. Whatever you have that you're doing will work. You're also going to want to chop up your onion, and you can get that into your crock pot to start. Your onion and your green pepper are going to get into your crock pot for the chili.
organic veg.
I'm sending my knives out tomorrow to get sharpened. I'm working with kind of dull knives today.
Alors, ma veg, je les avais mis au congé. Alors, tu les laisseras se contour avant de ça. Exactement, je pense que c'est j'ai trop hâte de transport de Lego et tout. Mardi, c'est bon? Mardi, c'est bon. Merci, bisous.
For those of you who didn't know, this is an international meal prepping class. Audrey is joining us from way up north. Yay.
Yeah, she lives in Vancouver in Canada, but she's from France. Woo woo. Look at those gorgeous greens.
Hey. Yeah, it's crazy.
So who all is planning on feeding their family with this, or just yourself?
My neighbors.
I plan to feed my family. Hopefully they'll eat it.
Yeah.
Family.
Yeah.
I'm only going to be able to feed myself. My daughter is way too picky. She will eat the salad, but she won't eat anything else.
Does
Anything
she
else?
not like spicy?
She just doesn't like sweet potato. She's like a big texture person, and she's just really hard to cook for.
Yeah.
So, but
I have one of
I'll
those
definitely
too.
freeze so that I can have this later too. So it's perfect.
Yeah. The fact that it freezes is great.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Well,
Perfect.
this is primarily for my husband and I. I mean, I don't cook anything specific separately for Nicholas, but this will be perfect. Nick's doing a Daniel fast right now, so this fits perfectly into what he's doing. So he was excited too.
I love that these recipes can go either way. My family does not eat a lot of the things I cook. A lot of it they do. I'm trying to, find recipes that we all agree with. But this chili they loved. They absolutely loved it.
That's awesome.
So
Maybe I can
bribe her to try it,
Right.
Yeah.
Just
Tell her there's
taste it.
chocolate in it. Because
Oh,
there
yeah,
is.
okay. There you go.
Liza, so in the sweet potato chili, we're not putting any meat in there?
No, this is actually an all vegetarian meal plan. So you can separately get chicken breasts going in your oven with your sweet potatoes if you were, if that's convenient and easy to do real quick for you. Or do your proteins, separate throughout the week. So essentially this prep is setting us up for sweet potato and egg cups at breakfast. You can throw cheese in your egg cups or not. For lunch, the salad bar, and you can supplement with whatever protein you want. Turkey lunch meat, ham lunch meat, chicken, a chicken salad, whatever.
Where do you take your shoes off?
Right. Okay.
Why?
And so the chili, it's a vegetarian. Have you ever put any meat in it with this recipe, like ground turkey or chicken or anything?
I haven't with this recipe, but it'd be fine.
Yeah.
What I would do is I would just take out one of the cans of beans and do your meat instead. If you were keeping the same ratio.
Okay.
Yep. Good question.
So what was the veggie burger for, or the vegetarian sausage?
That's gonna go with our cauliflower taco.
Tacos. Oh, okay.
And you can use it or not. You know, it could be, it doesn't have to be vegetarian if you don't want it to be.
I love my veggie burgers.
What kind do you use, Jess?
I use the spicy black bean from Costco. I think it's Morningstar.
Okay.
That's the kind that I like, and I like to put mine in the air fryer because I like mine a little bit more crispy.
What is it? Alexa,
Really think
play
I'm gonna
Baby
need
Shark.
to break down and get an air fryer.
I know, they're
What do you
awesome.
want?
I hear they're just incredible.
This one?
They make the best turnip fries. I made the best turnip fries yesterday. I hadn't tried it, like the basket turning them, and I'll never go back to the oven again now because they were so good.
What kind of air fryer do you have, Jess?
I have an Instant Vortex Plus, so it's made by Instant Pot, which the newer one is called the Omni, I think. That's what brand I have, but there's so many good ones.
Yeah. I saw one in the Pampered Chef thing, Liza.
Yes, I know.
Oh,
Desiree
so
has
close.
that one. I have a Ninja. We had a cheapy one for about, gosh, I think we had that one for 2 years. And it finally it kind of just fell apart, the basket bit. And so we went with the Ninja. So I've only had it for about 3 months, but I mean, I'm very happy with it. I use my air fryer most days of the week.
Well, if you're going to use it a lot, that's worth the investment for sure.
It really is. I mean, heating things up from frozen, it works great. It's so quick. We do a lot of panko breaded chicken for the boys. They love. Super quick and easy.
So you can get like a small chicken and roast it in there too. It's amazing, like the kind that you get at Costco.
That's so cool. I'll have to try that. I want to do that in my Instant Pot too.
Right.
I'm an Instant Pot rookie, but I've been doing my hard-boiled eggs in the Instant Pot, my grains in the Instant Pot. I know you can do great things with meats in there as well. I've done chicken from frozen in there, and that's awesome.
Yeah.
I love my Instant Pot too. I could not live without it. It has been such a lifesaver for me. It's amazing.
I agree. And I like the zucchini lasagna in there.
Oh, I haven't
good.
tried that.
Oh my
Sounds
goodness,
good.
that sounds really good.
You
Yeah,
need
Carrie,
to
we
send
need
us
that recipe.
Yeah, you need to share that recipe, girl.
All right, I'll find it for you guys.
Thank
Wait,
you.
oh, that's Carrie, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my
We just
gosh.
know each other's voices so well.
Yep.
Alexa, play Baby Shark.
When you meet up at 5 and 6 in the morning, you get pretty good at identifying voices.
So you want?
Right.
Not always good at visualizing. Liza, just to make sure, I feel like I might have missed something. So I have my halved sweet potatoes in the oven. I have my grain cooking on the stove. I just diced my onions. Did I hear you say that I should rinse my other veggies? I know I need to cube my other sweet potato. Is there something I should be doing with the other veggies once they're rinsed?
Yeah, so once you have your onion and your green pepper and your sweet potatoes diced, get those into your crock pot for the chili. And then all of your other veggies, you're going to wash. And you're really just prepping them for salads for the week.
Onions, sweet potato, and the green pepper is going in the crock pot. Is that what you said?
Exactly.
Okay,
exactly.
Thanks, Liza.
So why don't I go ahead, I'm gonna go ahead and share my screen now and get the sweet potato recipe up. so that everybody can see the, so I just got my garlic cloves out. I'm going to use my press for those. And then on your screen, let me know if you can't see it, but everybody should be able to see all of the ingredients that you're going to get, your spices, your diced tomatoes, your beans, and your potato all into your crock pot. Once that's good to go, you can decide if you want to cook it on high or on low, depending on if this is dinner for tonight, and what time you eat, or
Alexa,
you know what else you have.
repeat Baby Shark.
12 p.m. here.
So that can go either way.
How many onions is it? I'm not seeing.
One.
Just one. Okay, thank you.
Autumn and Ilana would be so proud of us right now with all these vegetables.
Right? It's so nice too during the week. to
Alexa,
just grab it.
play
out of the
head,
fridge,
shoulder,
have it
knees, and
ready to
toes.
go. Makes it so easy.
Qu'est-ce que c'est?
Oh, sweet girl.
Alexa, open Prime Video.
Huh?
Audrey
Alexa,
must be,
Play Coco Melon.
yeah, I was wondering why she kept asking Alexa to play Baby Shark.
Oh, I am so sorry, guys. I forgot I have you guys.
No,
pinned.
it's okay. Gosh, don't
Oh,
apologize.
You're good, Maggie.
That was-
You're
This
mommy.
kid is just driving me nuts. He just wants to. Now my husband showed him that actually he plays videos now, so he wants the video, not just a song.
Oh, nice. Yes, of course he does. Yeah.
My Alexa kept trying to play Baby Shark and Head, Shoulders, Knees, and Toes.
That's awesome. I was like, who has the little one close by?
Oh, me, it's me.
Awesome.
Voilà.
Oh, don't get mad. Look.
I remember those days of always having one on the hip in the kitchen.
Yep.
Which one?
Even more amazing, Maggie, that you're doing this.
Oh my God, yes, and it's like about nap time, so he's just worse than ever.
Yeah.
Okay, what do you want? Tell me. What do you want?
Well, the nice thing is if you get your chili in the crock pot and your rice and your sweet potatoes are going, if you don't have time to chop your veggies right now, you can maybe entertain him with cracking your eggs into a bowl. So once our chili's in our crock pot and we've got our veggies prepped, you're gonna crack your 12 eggs into a bowl, and then you're gonna add whatever veggies you chose that are like you're on the grocery list. It said omelet
Yes.
veggies that you like. Those are gonna be chopped up and mixed in with your eggs. And then just a little salt and pepper. If you have other seasonings you want to add, you can. You can add salsa. I wouldn't add a real watery salsa, but you could add a little bit of salsa. And then when our sweet potatoes come out of the oven, our egg cups are going to go in the oven. We're going to turn it down to 350, and they're going to cook for about 25 minutes. And I'll repeat that later when we get there. But
Okay.
just so that we know. So what?
So like,
oh, go ahead.
oh, I was going to
Trying to
ask you,
manage.
Liza, about the salad. So basically, we're just cutting up our veggies for the salad, like what we like to put in our salads. And say if you have like tomatoes and I don't know, peppers and carrots, do you store those like separately, or how do you store them for the week?
Good question. I store cucumbers and tomatoes together because they're a little more watery. And then so they don't really affect each other, you know, and I feel like those flavors meld well. And then I store my peppers and carrots together. Now you could put them all together. You could put them all separate. It really is just your preference, maybe your limitation on Tupperware. So really up to you how you think you're gonna use them. You know, if some days you want some and some you want the others, you might want to keep them separate. So that's one thing I love about this meal prep, like so simple, right? And so flexible. And you can kind of see how if you're new to meal prepping, this is a great way to get started. And then you can start playing with, okay, I'm just going to do different veggies each week. Maybe one week you're going to do more typical salad veggies. And then maybe another week do cauliflower and Brussels sprouts and butternut squash, and roast it all. When your sweet potatoes come out, all of those could be roasted, and then you'd have roasted veggies for the week. So it's really versatile.
I love roasted veggies too, especially in the winter. So
I know, I love roasted veggies. Mushrooms are another great winter veg.
Okay, guys, I am not a big mushroom fan. What else can I use?
You can just leave them out.
Are those for the eggs? The egg cups, or what were you going to use them for?
It was just on the
general,
list.
Maggie?
Yes, just in general, yes.
Yeah, that's a good question. I mean, you really just can leave them out.
Okay.
You can also try different varieties. Some are milder than others. So just like the regular white button mushroom is probably the mildest. Cremini mushrooms are what I tend to go for, a cremini or a shiitake, just because they, I think, have a little more vitamins and minerals. And okay, I'm going to disclose that I don't know that for sure, but I feel like it's true.
Just go with it. Just go with it.
But that's what I don't know. It just is like, I'd rather go for something. This is just my personality. I'd rather go for something a little fancier. That's just me. I'm a little more excited about a cremini and a shiitake than I am just a regular white button mushroom. Not that there's anything wrong with those. We used to have them all the time growing up in our spaghetti. That used to be one of my jobs. We used to have shrimp in our spaghetti, and my job was always to devein the shrimp or to do the mushrooms for the sauce. So I think, Maggie, pretty soon, few years, you'll have a little helper in the kitchen.
Oh my God, yes.
Good or bad?
I don't know, but he already helps a lot. He comes and he gets everything out of the drawers, and then I pick him up. It's like a little love affair that we have. I pick him up. I just left everything like in a container for him. And he doesn't like it in there. He likes it all over the floor. So
yes.
I pick it up. He comes to the kitchen. He looks at me. He gives me this look, and then he grabs it and he dumps it all over again. So my kitchen is like I don't know. It's like a dynamite floor, because sometimes I just walk and I fail. Sometimes I just like, oh crap, what did I step on? And yeah, that's my kitchen every day now.
Yes. I used to have a drawer for the kids too that just had like the stuff they could put in and take out and whatever. But yeah, he likes to play that game with you.
Oh yes, and he likes just, I don't know, it's just something that he likes it that it's all over the place. So the other day my husband was telling me, he says, oh, so what about this mess? I said, you can pick it up yourself, honey. I said, you know, you're welcome to. So he starts laughing, and I said, you know what? If somebody wants to see my house clean, they can come and visit me at 11 o'clock at night.
That's right. Yeah, that's not really the thing you worry about, right?
Nope, not right now. Okay, question. Do we leave the juice of the beans, or do we dump it?
You're going to rinse some.
Okay.
Good question. Yep. And you should have enough juice in your tomatoes for your chili But if you're nervous about it, go ahead and add a cup of stock. Either way.
Okay.
Liza, quick question, just to make sure, because of course I'm behind.
Me too.
So, okay.
Don't worry,
so
I'm right with you guys.
You're good. Don't chop so fast you hurt yourself.
Right, in my crock, I'm so slow at chopping. That's why it's so great to do all this right now. So in my crock pot, I'm putting the onion, the cubed sweet potato. I'm putting the diced up bell pepper,
Right.
and then all of these spices and ingredients that you have on the screen right now. Is that correct?
Exactly.
Okay, thank you.
You got it.
Thank you.
Okay, wait, which bell pepper goes in the chili? I'm sorry, I missed that one. I have
The
everything
green
else in there.
pepper.
Green, okay, thank you.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah.
Thank you. I missed that one too.
Yeah, Amy, you
This
saved
is-
me there.
We are all human, fumbling forward together. See? I always like to say, don't get it twisted. In fact, I have a super funny picture I haven't put on
Alexa,
my stories yet from my
Play
workout this
Baby Shark.
morning. Where I needed to use the control track for the fast football beat or whatever. And right before I was starting Tabata, my cat puked right in front of the control track. You know how cats, like, I don't know if any of you have cats, but they just decide like, oh, there's a nice carpet spot, I'm going to puke in it. And, you know, so I was like either going to have to stop and clean it up and, you know, of course, lose my mojo with finishing off week 2, or I guess week 3 of phase 2 or whatever we did today. Or I just put a big like blue puppy pee-pee pad over the top, and I was like, okay, we'll come back to this later.
We'll deal with that later.
Yeah, it's just so ridiculous. Anyways, the point is, like, I always try to snap a picture of those moments for anybody who happens to get it twisted that possibly life is like glamorous or all like put
Perfect.
together.
Right?
Um,
Yeah, that doesn't exist.
oh, you're fine.
So check your rice. If you, hopefully you put a timer on your rice and your grain. Make sure you're good to go with that. And I didn't tell you, but we want our sweet potatoes in for about 40 minutes. So we're really doing great on time, everybody. We're really doing just fine.
You give busy mamas a task, we'll get it done in half the time.
That's right.
Oh,
That's
yes.
one of the things. I think this is something we're going to have to start doing regularly because it just makes you get it done. Like all morning long, I was thinking about that. Like, how often do we want to do this, but not because it just takes a back seat, where if we have it scheduled and we know it's coming, then we make it happen. And all week long, I can't wait for you guys to be posting and sharing. I'm so glad I meal prepped on Sunday. Like, we're going to have a good solid week because we took the time to do this.
Yep.
And not only that, guys, when I meal prep, I'm bad about it because I only do breakfast and lunch. I never do dinner. And sometimes that's when I fail.
Me too.
And I have a husband that he loves bread. He loves all these carbies and he loves meat. And sometimes I just go along with him and I shouldn't.
It's hard at the end of the day. Like that really is that time of day where those goals that you were focused on at 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 in the morning no longer matter at 7 o'clock at night because we're just
Especially
so tired and done.
Yes.
So being set up and then following Alana's dinner and done, find other fun.
Alexa, play Baby Shark.
Yep. Absolutely. I agree. The evening time is always my Achilles.
Okay.
And I love the idea, Liza, of doing these frequently.
Where are you guys at with getting your chili in the crock pot?
I think I got everything
Chili's
in
in the
there.
crock pot.
Mine's
Still got to
in.
get my spices in.
Excellent. Okay. And where are you at with chopping veggies?
Um,
I haven't
I'm getting there.
started.
Okay, that's okay.
Toppings are
I just
done.
want
We're
to kind of
doing veg-
get a feel. So if you haven't started chopping veggies, I would start with the ones you're going to put in your egg cups.
Good idea. Okay.
Hey, Liza, did you say that we should add stock or we don't really need to the crock pot?
You really don't need to. It's personal preference. The first time I made this, I added about a cup. I didn't regret it. It didn't make it soupy. So it really just depends if you have a preference on your chili of how you can always add it towards the end too. You can get a ways into your cooking and take a peek. And if you feel like it's not got the liquid content you want, throw a little stock in at that time too.
Okay, great.
Very close.
And I'll just go ahead and talk ahead a little bit, keep chopping your veggies. But once you have all of your veggies chopped, you're going to break your 12 eggs into a bowl big enough for your 12 eggs and your veggies. And then you're really just going to whisk all that together.
Liza, do you add any kind of milk or kefir or cream or anything like that to the eggs?
No, because we're
Okay.
going to bake them. So we really don't want to add a lot more liquid that has to cook out. When we bake them, we're really just looking for the eggs to bake and get cooked.
And you said like just a little salt and pepper maybe?
Exactly. So I would do about a half a teaspoon salt and pepper. If you like, for me, following all of the Fixate and the To Be Mindset recipes, I've started using garlic and onion powder kind of as frequently as I do salt and pepper. Like, just those four are more of a staple base seasoning. So I would also throw half a teaspoon of garlic powder and onion powder in there. I don't think you'll be disappointed.
That's a good idea. Garlic powder, onion powder. I'm gonna try, remember in your flirty February party when Lucy was sharing how she made those egg cups in that brownie pan?
Yeah.
And I was like, I've never used my brownie pan because I'm afraid to have brownies in the house. So I'm gonna use that to do my egg cups today. I'm excited.
Awesome. You'll have to post it and tag me so I can see, because I haven't completed my order and I'm like you, if I make brownies, I'll be eating them all.
Yeah, I can't eat them. I can't make them.
But I love the idea of that pan for mini loaves, like holiday recipe stuff to give neighbors and friends and coworkers and that sort of thing. I mean, gosh, so many things you can make in something like that. Even trail mix bars and.
Yeah, I'll show you guys the pan that Liza and I are talking about when I pull it out here in a little bit.
Is it your Pampered Chef brownie pan?
Yeah.
Oh, I have one too. I'm gonna use it too. That's a good idea.
I saw Lucy did a recipe where she did her egg cups in there, and I was like, oh my gosh, what a great way to repurpose it.
Yeah, that is a great way. Now I have silicone muffin cups, and that's what I use. And then they they're just single serving,
Alexa,
real easy already.
Play Baby Shark.
Portion. And they just go in the top rack of the dishwasher.
Liza, are you using your silicone egg cups in the Instant Pot to make yours, or are you gonna put your silicone cups right in the oven?
They're gonna go in the oven.
Okay, cool. I haven't used mine in the oven.
That's pretty much what I do all muffin type things in anymore in my oven. Yep. And gosh, the ones I have, I was actually thinking about it as I was putting them away. Oh, because yesterday I made some Shakeology peanut butter cups. and I used those. And so putting them away, I was like, gosh, how many years have I even had? I've had those things probably 10 years.
So good.
You might have to talk a little more about these Shakeology peanut butter cups. I must have missed
was
that. If you shared it in your stories or something, because
Yes,
That's right
I
up my
did
alley.
put it as this is how I had my shake today. And I did. And you know what? I thought about it last night too. I did not have munchy cravings yesterday, but I had 4 of those. So it's 2 scoops of your Shakeology chocolate is what I used. You could make them other flavors. No reason you couldn't. It'd be kind of fun actually to make a strawberry peanut butter one. But 2 scoops of Shakeology, and then it was a 1/4 cup of whatever chocolate morsel you use. Just chocolate chips is what I used, and just microwaved them with I can't remember if it was a 1/2 teaspoon or a teaspoon of coconut oil. I just microwave them to melt them instead of using a double boiler, and I just stir them every 30 seconds or so, just a couple times of that so you don't burn them. But it was the Shakeology. You know what? Let me grab the recipe. For some reason,
Alexa,
I'm blanking on what I put.
Play Baby Shark.
excuse me. Yeah, I'm gonna grab a pen.
Oh yes, it's 1/2 cup of pumpkin puree,
Ooh.
which you do not even taste.
Wow.
It doesn't taste like pumpkin at all. And so food processor, and that's what I used. I have a high-speed blender, but I really think the food processor is probably better for this recipe. 2 scoops of your Shakeology, a tablespoon of psyllium husk powder, which we happen to have because we're trying to get fiber into my husband's diet as much as we can. You could use
the Digest Boost.
You could use Digest Boost. I was just going to say, you could use absolutely
Has the psyllium in
flaxseed,
it.
ground flax, ground, I don't know if I'd use chia. You could. I probably wouldn't though. I think I would use flax. And you'd process that and it literally comes together like a dough. And then you just press it into you're going to make 12 portions. It was about 3/4 of a tablespoon each. And then you do 1/2 teaspoon. I'll post this. Most of us are in a group, and hopefully if you're not in a group with us, you're going to get into our free group we have going this week. So if you need more details on that and you don't know about it, or you're not in there yet, get with the coach that invited you to the meal prep, and they can give you instructions on how to do that. But this recipe is very simple. Just a tablespoon of the psyllium husk, 2 scoops of the Shakeology, and a 1/2 cup of pumpkin puree. And then you do a 1/2 teaspoon of whatever nut butter you use. I used almond butter. And then you just drizzle over the top your melted chocolate morsels into the freezer for a couple hours, and you're done.
What did you say you melted the chocolate chips with?
A little bit of coconut oil, about a 1/2 teaspoon of coconut oil. Just
And
gets it
only a 1/2 teaspoon of nut butter?
Only a 1/2 teaspoon per cup. So you're making a dozen. And so you can have, if you had 6 of them, that's a red of Shakeology and 3 teaspoons for your day. So that's not a bad way to get your Shakeology if you're like really having cravings.
Huh?
Oh, Liza, do you have, you're cooking, but maybe at the end you can show us what they look like cooked.
Not right now.
Yeah, I can grab them.
That sounds really yummy.
It does. Liza,
They
maybe
really hit the spot, and the whole family loved them. Which, if you're like me, if you can
That's a
get that
win.
stuff into your loved ones,
Yep.
all the better.
Yep.
So
That's a win right there.
they're getting a treat,
Office
and
near the printer.
you're getting a mom win.
Yep.
This is nice.
fixate recipe, Liza? I feel like I saw Autumn make that years ago.
It comes with your Shakeology. Like every time you know how you get those pamphlets?
Yeah.
It's in the Shakeology pamphlet in the back.
Oh man, okay. I've got like 75,000 of those, so I'll find it.
Exactly.
I don't know why I keep them. Somebody's gonna need one of these someday.
I'm such a breakfast person, and I had my Shakeology like at 11 today because I was running really behind and couldn't eat. But now that I'm making these egg cup mixtures, I'm like, oh, this looks so good. This looks like my everyday breakfast that I make, except for I'm gonna have it for every day this week, which is awesome.
Yay!
Yeah, it's gonna be perfect.
Yay.
I'm excited.
Jess, what are you putting in your?
And I love it.
Yeah.
I put all kinds of stuff in mine. I did mushrooms. I did a bunch of the little peppers. I did chopped green onion, and I did what else did I put in here? Yeah, mushrooms, peppers, chopped green onion. I didn't put, sometimes I put yellow squash when I'm making it on the stove, but I didn't put it in these because I just wasn't sure how that was cooked down. And I put a little bit of turkey bacon in mine.
Mmm.
What was the last thing you said?
Bacon.
Turkey bacon. I added some
nice.
turkey bacon to mine.
Yum.
Mm. Nice.
And that's a treat.
Mm-hmm.
That goes great though. That's a great addition for sure. Great flavor too. I'm gonna throw a little bit of my mushrooms into my chili too, just to bump up the veggie factor there.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna just
Good idea.
slice them, and then the ones that I chop a little into a dice, I'll put in my egg cups. But I'm throwing some mushrooms into my chili as well.
Question, are we doing yellow pepper and red pepper on the chili or not?
No, so that's for your salad bar.
Okay.
Yep. Good question.
Jess, what did you say you put in your egg cups? I heard the turkey bacon, but what veggies did you put in?
I put, you know, I buy those bags of the little peppers, like the yellow and the orange and red. So I cut up a bunch of those. And then I did some olives, mushrooms, and I love green onion. So I chopped green onion and threw that in there. And then some turkey bacon.
Nice. I have a little bit of my onion that I used for the chili left, just because it was a gigantic onion. I couldn't find a medium-sized one. I might dice. I love onions.
Onion is so good.
Mm-hmm.
Is anyone putting tomato in theirs? I might put.
I think I'm gonna put a little bit of tomato.
Yeah.
I think I might.
I'm like, I see veggies. I'm like, all the veggies.
I just put some zucchini in it.
Oh, that's a great idea.
That's a really good idea.
I don't, like I said, I don't really do mushrooms, so I just selected zucchini for it.
Yeah.
A little bit of onion, and I did some potatoes.
Oh, good idea.
That's a good idea.
That sounds good. That's one of the things I love about this recipe. I mean, you could make it different every week and have different
Play with it
all month long.
Mm-hmm.
I know what I forgot. I'm adding green chili to mine.
Oh yeah.
Yes, that can't go wrong there.
Thanks for the reminder, Jeff.
Yeah.
I'll
You
say
can
the
also
reminder.
add some green
chili.
peppers to your egg cups. That makes it really good.
Yes.
Yeah, that's a good idea. I'll have to send Audrey some green chili.
I was just going to ask her, Audrey, do you like heat? Do you like hot food?
Voilà. Do I like hot food? Well, in France, we do not eat spicy.
Yeah.
So I'm not against, mais alors slowly. Like every time I have to say like kind of like very low spices because like especially here they're crazy about it.
Are they? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh my.
Well, maybe we won't send you green chili.
That would be on fire.
Well, there's parts of the US that are that way too. My brother-in-law grew up in Massachusetts and he can't handle the chili either. There's people here that don't like it.
Yeah, that's true.
I know like my parents and like even my older brother can't handle the heat like anymore. And so I'm like, I'm just gonna enjoy this until I can't anymore if that happens to me. 'Cause I'll be so sad without green chili. I think it's like heartburn
question,
reflux.
guys. Once we have everything on the crock pot, do we just get it going or what?
Yep, that's ready to get going. And then your next thing is gonna be probably pretty close to checking on our sweet potatoes and seeing if they're ready to come out.
Okay.
If you're still working on your, getting your veggies into your egg cups and then getting those into their muffin cups and into the fridge is going to be what we do when those sweet potatoes come out.
Okay.
I'm going to wash my last mushrooms and then I'm going to check my sweet potatoes.
Roasting and the wait.
So Liza, for the egg cups, I have the little silicone things also. So do you just put those like in your cupcake tray or I don't know. I haven't hardly
Just
used.
do them on a sheet tray.
Oh, you just put them on a sheet tray.
I do.
Okay, and then you just line up your 12 or however you're making.
Exactly.
Okay, and then do you, with the silicone cups, this is a silly question, but do you need to spray them at all?
I would a little bit, yes.
Okay, thank you.
No silly questions.
No silly
Right.
questions. We're all learning some good stuff around here.
How long are we timing the chili for?
So if you're doing it on high, I would go about 3 hours. If you're doing it on low, I would go 5.5.
Do you have a preference like on what?
I really don't think it makes a difference. I do mine on high.
Okay, so
Yep.
3.
Yes, I got a question.
Yep.
About the eggs.
Yep.
What do we do with it? 12?
Yep. So you've got your 12 eggs. You're going to crack them into a bowl and whisk them. And then you're going to add whatever omelet topping veggies you chopped.
Okay.
And then they're going to go,
Oh,
you
that
want to
cat.
add your seasoning.
Kitty.
Half a teaspoon of
I know
salt,
where to
pepper,
put this.
onion powder, garlic powder. And
Mhm.
then they're going to go into muffin cups. If you have a muffin tray, you could also do it just as a bake in a 8x8 pan. Do you have muffin cups? It really just depends.
Those
if
are
you
all the
wanna
Hammond.
do them as a single portion muffin
Yeah,
cup,
so just
or if
put
you want
'em-
to do it as a
you could
tray,
put them,
kind of bake.
I don't,
I think I
like this is John. This is John's. This
You're
is
gonna do what,
mine.
Audrey?
This is John's.
In a tray.
I know.
Got it.
Okay. So do you have an 8x8? Or show me the pan you're gonna use.
This c'est bien, no?
Oh
The
yeah,
tray.
that'll work. That'll totally work. Just you're gonna want to make it non-stick. So if you have a non-stick Silpat, I would put that, or I would put parchment and then grease it so that you make it non-stick. Does that make sense?
Okay, okay.
Also, we can do this.
Oh, okay. Is there anything in it? His clothes.
Yeah, he took those out.
Okay, he did. Let me see what it looks like. Yeah, do any of you want that?
So those of you doing 9-week control freak, are you planning on repeating it?
Oh my God. It's so amazing that I might.
Oh,
I think
I
I
feel
definitely will repeat it. I don't know if I'll repeat it right away. I'm still kind of praying on that and trying to figure out. I definitely will repeat it though, because I want to up my
Those ready?
band.
Oh, I don't know.
And I can really
Burning.
tell my
Oh.
strength and my endurance are increasing. And it's just a great program. I mean, it's a great program. But you guys know I'm like a bar blend freak, which is so crazy because I didn't think I would like it at all. And I think I like a lot of the positivity.
Put it in that closet.
And so I'm kind of jonesing to do another round of that and really push myself to up my strength in that. I don't know, but I definitely will do another round. I don't know if I'm going to do it back to back. Haven't quite decided yet. What about you, Liza?
Yeah, I'm thinking about it too. I think I am, just because I was looking at the calendar and there's a little bit of time. And I feel like, man, phase 2 was a lot of growth.
Yeah.
Like I was just wiped from those workouts, especially the last couple of weeks.
Tuesday's workout was insane.
Yeah. Well, today was no joke either.
Yeah, today's was definitely. I mean, I was so sweaty at the end of today's workout. It was insane. But I mean, it was
felt
great.
like today's
In the very
was
best way.
harder.
Yeah,
than
it was
Tuesday.
definitely very.
But I
was
did
definitely
it
very
yesterday,
challenging.
like a dummy instead of
Oh,
today.
that's
I
right,
was
I
like,
saw that.
oh, yeah,
That's
well,
not a dummy.
maybe that's why I'm tired. I did it today.
Hey, you got it out of the way.
I might
I almost
repeat
did
it.
it. I did think about doing it yesterday. I really did. And, you know, the hours just kept going by and I never got to it. And that was fine.
Yes.
Your plate.
You need those rest days.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to put mine on the wall if I'm gonna repeat, because I have mine in the door and I'm just finding as the weeks progress and things get a
No,
little
don't
bit
throw them in the
better,
garbage.
I'm running like from the middle of my living room to the hallway, back to the middle of my living room to the hallway, so I don't hurt myself, you know?
What are you doing? Oh, take care of it.
Ocean, you need to go start cleaning. Okay, you can have a few mushrooms, but you got to go start doing your chores.
No. That's gonna go in the oven right now, and then you can
If
have
you
it.
haven't
Okay?
gotten your sweet potatoes out of the oven, definitely check them and see if they're ready. I'm gonna do just a little bit of cleanup and then get
I can't hear you. Talk to John, ask him a question.
What's up, hello? Okay. Love you.
Water. Are we done?
Yeah.
Right.
And then real one.
One reason I'd like to
No.
redo the 9-week
Actually, you know
control
what's
freak.
Just throw that one in the trash. I don't think it's even working.
Good.
The blow up mattress goes downstairs. Oh, is
Okay.
that the blow up mattress goes?
Right.
Just for the sake of
Yeah,
this
I think that
recording,
goes in the garbage too.
we got lots of other stuff going on. Can we mute ourselves just for a
That blow
bit?
up mattress goes in the garbage?
Just for the sake, so everybody's not confused or whatever. Thank you, guys. I've got a lot going on here too. But one reason I want to redo 9-week control freak is, full disclosure, to be honest, I haven't been 100% faithful with the controlled stretches at night. And I really want to be able to say that I've done the program in its entirety, you know? I can't really explain why I haven't been consistent. That was one of the things I was most excited about. But I think it's just kind of like we were talking about earlier. You get to the end of the day and you're tired and you're like, ah. First thing in the morning when I wake up and I'm super sore, I'm like, why didn't I do my stretches? That was silly.
And
I really do feel like it has helped with the soreness for sure. But
I bet I've probably done it I do it like maybe 2 out of the 5 times a week. And I wish I did it more. I mean, I want to be doing the whole program authentically, you know?
Yeah. I've had to get myself out of bed to do them a couple of times. But I knew I'd be glad I did.
Yeah. Not with your hands.
Alexa, play Baby Shark. Thank you.
Oh,
Gracias.
now my Alexa's going. Alexa, stop.
I am so sorry.
It is
awesome.
Totally fine. That's hilarious.
Oh my God.
Has anybody ever put cocoa in their chili before?
I haven't.
No.
I'm excited. This is going to be cool.
I can't wait to hear what you guys think. I love it.
I'm excited.
It's really good. Of course,
I added
chocolate.
just a little bit of stock already, just a tiny bit, just because it seemed like it was super thick. But that's just me. Maybe I didn't cut everything.
I
right.
added a little bit too.
My sweet
added
potatoes
about
are ready.
They're ready?
Yes.
Okay, good
Get
deal.
them
So
out
now
and-
turn your oven down to 350 for your egg cups.
Perfect.
How long are we cooking the egg cups for at 350?
25 minutes.
Okay, thank you.
You can always check them around 20 and see. Of course, every oven is different. Mine took 25 last time.
And do any of you guys put cheese on your egg cups?
I didn't, but you certainly could.
That could be a good idea.
I didn't either. I should put some.
Oh, yes. Oh, yummy.
Yeah, I think that's a great idea.
Yeah. Okay, right.
Is anybody totally done with their veggies and their egg cups and their chili and just standing around waiting?
No.
Egg cups are in the oven, but there's 2 of us doing ours. So, and we're cutting up our cauliflower.
Okay. Is everybody done with the chili recipe, or do we still need that up?
No, I'm
done.
I think we're done. I'm done too.
Okay. So you know that recipe came from Real Simple, like it says right here. You can just Google Real Simple vegetarian sweet potato chili, and you'll get that recipe.
Or screenshot.
I'll post it in the virtual retreat group as well. So now I'm putting up here for whenever you're done with your egg cups, you're going to move on to your cauliflower tacos. So I've got the recipe up on the screen now, and your first step with that when you get there is going to be to get all your spices into your bowl. And then it's up to you if you're using frozen riced cauliflower, I would defrost it. And if you're using a regular head of cauliflower and you need to rice it, you're just gonna cube it up and then rice it in a food processor. So whichever way, and then this is super simple. You're just gonna combine your spices with your riced cauliflower, and then it's a quick saute to whatever, you know, amount of browned cauliflower taco you want. So I like to get, I do use the frozen So I defrost it and I squeeze a little bit of the water out. Just put it in a tea towel and give it a little squeeze so that it browns up a little better in the pan.
Is this where we add the veggie burger? I'm sorry, I haven't looked at the.
That's exactly right. Once your cauliflower is going on the stove, that's where you're going to add your veggie burger as well.
Okay.
Yes.
Gracias. Gracias. No, no, gracias.
Combine cauliflower, chili powder.
I think it's saying that, and I'm just reading the recipe as I'm whisking stuff. We're going to serve the cauliflower tacos either in lettuce cups or like, oh, we could even use like bell pepper.
Yep.
Oh, neat. Okay.
So however you want to use it. For me, I put it on some of my salads also.
Good idea.
Like if I decide to do the salad for dinner, that's a great veggies most dinner. You could top it with a little bit of cheese, avocado.
Liza, while I have these egg cups on my brain, and you're probably going to go through this later, but how do you find it best to reheat them for each morning?
Yeah, good question. So because I do them individual in the silicone cups, I just microwave them for about 30 seconds. They will last in the fridge through the week. If you get to the end of the week and you haven't used them all, you can freeze them. And then if I do that, same thing. I just microwave them as I race out the door.
Awesome.
For me, with my silicone cups, I got about 20. So it made 2 weeks worth for me personally, because my husband gets weird about any kind of egg that isn't scrambled. I did have one of my boys eat and enjoy one, but then I got greedy and didn't share. So
awesome. How full do you make your cup?
I go about 3/4.
Okay.
Like mine actually have a little line, so it makes it super simple, but it is about 3/4. These aren't really going to puff up too much.
Okay.
Okay, cauliflower tacos. Combine cauliflower, chili powder.
So what's the serving then size like for the egg cups? Like should you be eating 1, 2?
2. 2 is a serving size. And you can, if you're following Portion Fix, that would be like 1 red. You know, if it's like a super hungry morning after a heavy lifting day the day before, or, you know, an extra long run, maybe 3 would be perfectly fine. I mean, if you look at your egg cups as you fill them, they're as much veggie as they are egg, right?
Yeah.
So
yeah.
Yeah, just when you said how many you got with the egg mixture, that's what kind of made me a little bit like nervous.
yeah,
I
it's
didn't,
more
I
than
didn't,
one.
I didn't get that many because I'm not
Oh, you
using the
didn't?
small. I'm not using the small little silicone molds
Right.
though, and that's why. So I just wanted to double check.
Yep, good question. Yeah, so for me, it making 20 is 2, but you're right, it's going to depend on your size. And if you're doing it in a tray, like Audrey, I'd probably do 8 servings out of that tray you're using.
Yeah, at least. Yeah.
Can you guys show us your tray that you guys all have?
Yeah, I'm trying to get mine
Um,
all set here.
Nice.
Lucy said she puts a slice of ham at the bottom. I'm sure that's a good way to get her boys to eat them.
Yes. Oh, cookie.
You guys, we are getting so close. So who's got their eggs in the oven?
I do.
Eggs. Let me show you guys. Hang on. I have my laptop used. Can you guys see that?
Oh, nice. Oh, wow. That's great.
Yeah, that was, I used the recipe and it filled exactly. So it's like probably 1 egg per square because there's 12 squares and it filled each of these exactly. So perfect. And you said it's at
perfect.
350, Liza?
Love that. Yes.
Okay. How do you store the sweet potatoes that we're gonna just have for the week?
Yeah, good question. I just keep them in the fridge in a container, and then because I have them for breakfast with my egg cups, I just portion out my yellow because they're all different sizes. You know, if you're doing 2B, depending on the size, you might do a half or you might do, 3/4 of a half. Or a half. I mean, it really just depends on, how different sweet potato sizes can be.
Right, yeah.
Oh my God.
I think, I'm so sorry. I think you probably already covered this, Liza, but what I'm not seeing on the Fixate recipe here or the 80-day obsession recipe for the cauliflower tacos, I'm not seeing where we're adding in the veggie burger.
Oh, I just added that.
Oh, awesome. Oh, that's
so
awesome. Yeah.
You're just going to add it in while you're cooking
okay.
The cauliflower. Yep.
So
okay.
Add it.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay. I got it.
Got it. Awesome. Thank you.
Nice.
So if that veggie burger is frozen, then what? Do you thaw it out and then like break it up or what?
Exactly. Yep.
And are you just adding the equivalent of like 1 patty to this recipe?
Yes.
Okay. Let me see. My math skills are here.
Okay. Are you okay? What happened? Did you fail? Did you? Alexa, play Baby Shark. Alexa, repeat the song.
I don't know, sweetie, where to go? Already?
Oh, excuse me. gosh.
So I'm getting my pan heated up while I get my spices going for the cauliflower tacos. So then when you have your mix all ready, you're going to put it in a hot pan so you get that nice brown sear on the bottom.
Okay.
Oh my. I know. Okay.
Oh, excuse me. Wow.
This smells really good, Liza, all the spices with the taco mix.
I
And
know.
the
Really
veg-
does.
Yeah, and the pieces of the veggie burger in it, it really does look like tacos instead of potatoes that I used to put in mine with the rice. Cauliflower rice. Looks good.
Yep. And I noticed on the shopping list, Liza, that you had plain Greek yogurt. Is that to like put on top of the chili? If we wanted to do that?
Exactly.
Cool. Very
Yes.
cool. Coriander.
Qu'est-ce que je veux là?
Yeah.
Okay.
Excuse me. Liza, are we adding anything to the pan for the cauliflower tacos, or that's it, just to be heated?
It really is just getting heated and cooked through. So you can spray, like I'm going to use my avocado spray and just get a little bit of oil in the pan.
All right.
You could, if you don't have a spray, you could do half a teaspoon of an oil in there.
I have some coconut oil and olive oil, so I could use either or, right?
Either, exactly. I'd probably go with olive oil just because of the flavor of the coconut oil.
Okay.
I was also going to show you guys, this is something that I love adding to my salads. This is another Costco find.
Yeah, that's so good. I love that stuff. Eliza, and anyone who might have a suggestion, I forgot to buy coriander. What is coriander, like yellow? I can't remember what it. Anyway, any substitute?
Me too. I thought I had some. Anybody have a
send it out.
suggestion for a swap for coriander? I thought I had some in my. I don't. Uh-oh. I don't know where the screen went. Does anybody know of a swap for coriander? Let me Google it.
Are you okay? What
Yeah,
happened?
I'm in your same boat, Amy.
See.
Are you okay? What happened? What are you doing? Huh? Oh, really?
So I just
sorry.
Googled it and it says the best substitutes for coriander are cumin, masala, curry, and caraway.
Okay, thank you.
Come on.
You're welcome.
Come on. Yeah, I know. Okay. Time for a nap, okay? You can take a nap right now. Okay? You're gonna take a nap? Yes. Okay.
There we go. And I think Liza dropped off probably for a second. I'm not sure what happened. But does anybody have the recipe up where they can tell me how much caraway or coriander it was supposed to be?
Let me pull it up, Amy. I have it on my phone because I took a screenshot.
Thank you.
Yes.
And I can text it to you.
I think it was
Great.
half a teaspoon.
It's half a teaspoon of coriander.
Okay, thank you. I have caraway, so they're going to use that instead. Will you send it to me, Deb? Because
Yep, I just sent it right now.
Thank you, ma'am. Appreciate it. Liza must have fallen off with some technical difficulties.
I'm going to have to eat one of these egg cups here in a couple minutes when they're done.
Yeah, totally.
Smells delicious.
Are you sure you sent it to me, Deb?
Let me double check. I thought I did. Yeah, maybe that didn't go through. Let me make sure it shows up.
Thank you.
Okay. You can go ahead and should work, I think.
Delicious.
Might just be taking a second. I've got, the Zoom up and.
Hey.
It's back.
Oh my gosh. We have been dropping our internet like crazy the last few days, which never happens. I don't know if it's this wind or what, but I feel like since Thursday or Friday, we lose our internet multiple times a day and we have not had an issue with it. I don't know what's going on. So I apologize.
That's okay. Do you mind screen sharing that recipe again?
Thank you. I reset my internet, so I'm waiting to see. Yeah, it didn't come back. So let me get it up on. Can you still hear me if I do this real quick?
I can hear you, yeah.
Okay, let me see. Yep. Let me get the recipe up.
Thank you.
What?
Okay, Amy, I don't know if you have to set it for me to.
Oh, I bet I do. I'm sorry, I didn't even think of that. Let's see.
Hold on, it says share content only the host. Yeah.
It probably put me back as the host since.
Yeah.
For technical difficulties. Okay, that should work. I'm hoping.
Okay, good sleep.
All right.
You can take a little nap.
Let me share my screen here. Whoops.
Question, guys. Once the pan is ready, do we just dump our cauliflower rice and stuff in condiments in there?
Yes, exactly.
Cooking it? Okay.
Exactly. So just into the pan it goes with your whatever other protein you maybe are adding, if you're adding a veggie burger or any sausage.
Yeah.
Last time I need to go grab a veggie burger to throw in mine, but last time I added a Applegate.
Desk.
You added a what?
Applegate. So
Yeah. How can you be mom and cooking at the same time?
can you hear me?
Yes.
Hear you.
You do hear me? Do you
Yes,
see
yes,
the
I do.
recipe on your screen?
Do not. No. Let me make sure that I made you
Oh,
host.
shucks.
I do have you as the host. Let's see.
Let me try one more time. Everything
looks
on your
like-
screen will be recorded.
I know how to do that.
It's saying that you have screen sharing disabled. As the
Well,
host.
I think maybe
So I
I'm
don't-
starting it now.
There you go. What do you want? What do you want? What do you
Okay.
want?
It
What
should
do
be
you
up
want?
there now.
What is it? We can't turn that
I'm
on.
gonna
Okay.
widen it a little bit so that it shows. Can you see the spices up there?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
Okay, great. Perfect.
What is it? What is it? Are you tired? Yeah, you need to take a nap? Yes, okay. That's okay. You can take a nap. I'll hold you. Oh. Yes, the 1 tablespoon of olive oil, is that going in my bowl with spices and cauliflower, or is that what I'm using to warm up in my pan?
In the pan is what the recipe. I don't use that much. I just spray
Yeah.
mine, honestly, because I use a non-stick pan. If you're
Totally.
using a like a stainless steel or aluminum pan that's not non-stick, you're gonna want that oil in there for sure. For me, I save that teaspoon.
Mm-hmm.
So I love this. I love that we are getting such a variety of nutrients between all of these different veggies that we're getting over the week, over the day. Even eating the same meal over and over, you're still getting a good mix. So love it.
Yeah, this is great. Liza, just for my brain, would you mind scrolling over to the recipe, the preparation part?
Yep.
Thank you.
So essentially the way they do it is all of your spices into the bowl,
see that.
and then they added the cauliflower, mix it all together, get your oil heating, and then you're going to add your cauliflower mix and really just saute it for about 5 minutes.
Easy peasy. Awesome.
I know. I mean, you could even also do taco meat. If your family prefers a taco meat, you could do this and that, and then you could combine, for yourself or if they will have a little bit, but not a whole serving maybe of this. Great way to just bump up the veggie factor.
Absolutely. I don't know if you guys have ever seen Ilana's video on how she does her burgers. She'll do a pound of riced cauliflower with a pound of lean ground beef or lean turkey or whatever, lean ground turkey. And then she has veggie burgers with meat. So it's, I mean, it's just such a great way to satisfy everybody, I think.
That's a great way too, if you use the frozen riced cauliflower with the turkey, because turkey tends to dry out and you're getting a little bit of extra water in there with the frozen cauliflower rice. That actually would be a great mix.
Yep. Yeah.
I don't think about burgers as much in the wintertime as I do in the summertime. We need to have to do that.
My egg bites are done. They look so good.
Oh my God, it smells so good in here.
Mine too. Show us yours, Jess. I wanted to make sure I cooked mine enough.
Mine look funny a little bit because they puffed up a little bit, but
Hey, mine too.
funny. But I don't know how to. Let's see how I can share this with my phone.
Well, I guess if we put a fork in them and there's no raw egg coming out, they should be ready, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, I think so.
Or a
I just
toothpick.
put a knife like through mine, you know, in the middle, just like a cake, and then because
Exactly.
I won't be making cake, but
my kitchen smells so good with all these spices.
Oh,
Goodness. Feels so fancy.
hold on. There we go. Is anybody still using that cauliflower recipe?
No, I'm good.
I'm good. Thank you.
Okay.
I have a question that has nothing to do with these recipes, well, kind of, but has anyone had a problem finding fresh basil like at the store the last like month and a half? Every time I go to all the different stores, they're always out of fresh basil.
I had trouble finding it. And I talked to the grocery guy just today, and he said that they've been on a shortage for quite some time, just with the pandemic and everything. And now with the weather causing issues with shipments and deliveries and everything, they were out of quite a bit of fresh.
Actually, guys, Walmart has it, and I haven't seen a shortage. Well, at least not in my area. They have basil. They have little packs. They come in tiny containers, and sometimes they actually have like little that you can have in your own garden. So I don't know.
Nice.
Yes.
So
And
they
all
have
of that
that
is
in the summer here, like the one that you can plant in your garden. But I've been kind of bummed because I've gone to a few different places and it's always like, nope, sorry, we're not getting any basil.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. He finally fell asleep.
Oh.
And finally, he's
Sunday
out.
nap.
That's
yes,
fine.
finally. I'll be right back, guys.
Oh, let's move my pen away from.
That's so cute. What was I gonna say? I was gonna say something and I can't remember what.
When
Oh,
were we
basil.
supposed to use the basil?
I just saw basil at Trader Joe's like
you
2
did?
days ago.
Okay.
Which one?
The one on Paseo.
Okay. Thank you. Hey,
Yeah.
what veggies did you guys cut up for your salad? I'm just curious what everyone's using in their salad.
I did tomatoes and cucumbers and some bell peppers and some mushrooms.
Okay. That sounds like what I'm.
Yeah.
I feel like I forgot to use the basil
and
that we were
celery,
supposed
too.
to buy. What was the basil for, Liza? I didn't use it. I must have missed it somewhere.
And the rosemary.
Yeah, so the
on the
rosemary,
sweet potatoes.
the rosemary was with the sweet potatoes. If you put it underneath your sweet potato when you roasted them. The basil is if you wanted to put it in your egg cups.
Okay. Okay.
Oops.
Cool. Good to know.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so with the veggie burger, do we just add that to the cauliflower after it's ready or during the saute?
During the saute.
Deb, I defrosted mine. I did 2 because I doubled it. I doubled the recipe.
Yep.
I defrosted mine and then kind of broke them up a little bit.
Yeah.
And then put them in after I had, just right after I put the cauliflower spices in, I just went ahead and put that in. And I have this cool, another Pampered Chef thing. I don't sell this stuff, I promise. But I have this cool little thing that you use to kind of like mince the meat together, and it worked really well. Smells good.
Thanks.
I think I'm just gonna put my egg bites in a container with some parchment or something for the fridge. I guess I could put it in a baggie. I don't know.
Either way, I would let them cool before you put them in. Hold on.
Oh my gosh, I have to show you guys what my egg cups did. I have not touched them or anything. And this is the brownie pan that I never took out of the wrapper because I didn't want to make brownies. Look at what they did. They're like, okay, we're all done. You can take us out now. Look at that.
Wow.
Amazing, huh? All right, there you go.
And Amy, did you
fancy.
spray your brownie pan? You know, the Pampered Chef pan, or how did you do it?
I did. I did. I don't know if I needed to, but like you guys, I had that spray stuff and I thought it can't hurt, you know?
Yeah.
So, oh, I'm so excited about these.
Oh my God, Lisa, look at that. Man, 1 second.
Well, then I'm gonna.
There we go.
Oh, that looks gorgeous. That looks amazing.
Let me see. What am I looking at? Oh boy, look at that.
I love it. That looks so good. I would let that cool and then slice them up individually. You can just store them that way, or just slice them up and you could just keep that wrapped up and, you know, cover it with plastic wrap and keep it in the fridge that way.
Cool.
That turned out really well. I like it.
Oh boy. This is awesome.
Finally getting to chopping my vegetables.
I'll show you guys my, now Maggie, you can actually chop and have both hands. Here's my egg cups came out. So
I love those cups. Those are cute.
But these silicone things.
Yes, they're so cute.
Oh, I like those.
Those look great.
It's an easy way to.
Well, since everybody's showing, I'm gonna show you guys mine.
Yeah.
Maybe if I can get it to flip.
Yeah.
That's it.
Oh, yummy.
Beautiful.
Yep.
Oh, earlier I had made these zucchini cupcakes.
Oh,
wow.
boy.
They are amazing. I already had one.
Is that the fixate recipe?
Yes.
I love it.
I remember
Hey,
making
Liza.
those for refeed day during my first round of 80-day obsession, and I may or may not have eaten a couple more than I should have that day. But
they are delicious. It's hard to stay away from them. Even baby had one just before he took his nap.
Oh, good. That's awesome.
They actually made the shaker balls the other day. So yes, Friday when I came home from work, they were on the table because I kept them on the fridge. And I told my husband, I said, "Did you eat him?" I said, "Did you like him?" Because he doesn't usually eat him. He doesn't like peanut butter.
Oh.
He says, "No, baby did. He liked them." He had two,
good.
guys. Two.
Oh, that's awesome. Awesome.
Like, oh my God. But that kid will eat anything. So I really have no trouble with him eating his vegetables, fruits, whatever. He chooses that over anything else.
That's a blessing.
Amazing.
When I take him grocery shopping and I'm on the fruits and vegetables, my God, he throws a fit if I don't give him like a banana or strawberries, or he usually wants an apple, but I don't want to give him an apple. So I just go ahead and peel a banana and give him a banana.
Mm-hmm.
So he's eating through the whole store his banana. People's just looking at me. I'm like, I'll pay for it. I promise, I'll pay for it.
Oh,
yeah.
absolutely.
Well,
I always save the peel.
You get that stuff.
They have them available for them
Yeah.
to eat. I don't
Yes.
think they would mind at all.
So yeah, yesterday we were out all day. So finally in the afternoon, he took a nap and he stayed with my husband. I went grocery shopping, and when he woke up, he saw them in the on the table, and that's the first thing he asked for, a banana.
Awesome.
So
that's cool.
Yes.
Okay, Liza, so this is pretty much all the recipes, right? So for the cauliflower tacos, are you going to use the bell peppers, or what do you put your taco fix on?
So let me grab it. Hold on.
Okay. I'm sorry, I'm running a Bible study that starts at 2 o'clock. I'm gonna have to jump off.
That's awesome.
Back-to-back Zooms today, but it's worth it, all of it.
I'm glad you asked, because I've had these in the fridge and I was like, oh, I'm going to use these this week for my cauliflower tacos. So I don't know if you guys have seen these crepini.
I haven't seen those.
Me neither.
Costco. I know they're at Costco. I think other stores carry them as well.
Okay. Have you tried them before, Liza?
What?
Have you tried them before? Are they pretty tasty?
They are. They're good. Oh. Yeah. And they're very thin. Here, I'll pull one out. They're really thin. So I'm planning on doing that. And then I'm also going to probably put it on salad. I think some days the salad will be part of lunch and some days dinner. So if I have salad for dinner, I'll probably use cauliflower taco 1 or 2 days this week for that. And then I'll probably do it in a wrap a couple of days as well.
I'll have to look for those wraps. I think I'll try the jicamas for like 1 or 2 days. But I just want to thank you ladies so much.
Oh, look at that. I love that.
Oh yeah, they're super
yum. Those look good.
Yeah. Looks like a crepe.
It really is. That's exactly, it's that thin.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that looks super good.
I'm gonna try
Thank you, ladies, for your time and all of the work that you put into this.
Oh, those look so
helpful.
Good. These are the Shakeology.
I'm off. Bye.
Bye. Bye, Jess.
Bye, Jess.
I know. I'm gonna sign off too. We actually are doing a Lenten Bible study with all of our aunts and our moms.
Oh, I love that you guys do that, Deb.
The female cousins. So we're gonna hop on now and
I love that you guys do that. That's so special. Right on. It's good to see you.
You
good
too.
To see you.
Good to see you guys. And thank you so much, Liza, for organizing.
Thank you
Amazing.
for hopping on.
Yes, thank you. And so now I have food for basically the week-ish, right?
Exactly.
At least 3 or 4 days, depending
At
on
least,
now.
exactly.
Let's do a picture real quick, you guys. I forgot to grab it before Jess got off.
I'm gonna take my headphones off.
Okay. But you look so cool. All right. Yay. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Yay, everybody. Awesome. Deb, it was so good to see you. Have a good Bible study.
All right. Good to see you guys. Talk to you later.
Yeah.
Liza, I'm going to make a special request for, I say our next meal prep thing, but your next meal prep class. Can we make those peanut butter chocolate cup things that you talked about? That would be good, right?
Absolutely.
Yes, please.
Absolutely.
Yes, please. Okay. I mean, please share the recipe. I think most of us are at least in the In Control group, but you know, but we could also make them. It's always good I always try to have Shaco balls or something sweet to reach for instead of whatever calls at 10 o'clock at night.
Right. Yeah, no, they came out really good. So definitely if you guys have ideas, I also have I have lots of like week meal preps. So I don't know. I need to look at March. If we'll do one in March or not. Just certainly I'm thinking March or April. If we don't get to it in March, then I'd like to do it again in April.
Yes, please. This is great.
Anybody can host. I mean, it doesn't have to be, as you saw, I didn't really teach you anything other than popping up the recipes and, you know, doing it together. So,
but I'm just so glad that you put it together, because this was truly another time that accountability, which you guys know I talk about all the time, really worked for me, because yesterday I had something come up for tonight. And so like part of me was like, oh, maybe I shouldn't do the meal prep. You know, I'm gonna, Sunday's gonna be great. You know, but then I was like, no, I've already invited people. I've, you know, made a commitment. I'm gonna be there. So probably if I was just doing it for me, I wouldn't have. I think I've been talking about making egg cups for like 2 years. But because it was something that we'd all committed to together, and you know,
that's true.
It's kind of the same concept of like, you know, working out and doing the groups and stuff like that. So thank you, Liza.
And what's fun about it is we can try new and different recipes that, you know, maybe you wouldn't think to make. Try something different, keeps it interesting too, and us excited about our food for the week, because I feel like we can get in that rut and it works for a few weeks to have, you know, the meals that we do, but I don't know, for me, I get bored of it, and I find that that's when I tend to stray. So having variety is huge.
Yeah. No, absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah.
This is fantastic. I chopped up I bought an extra couple of bell peppers. So I chopped them up in like big wedges. So I'll probably use that to like scoop the taco meat, you know?
Excellent. Yep. Perfect.
Well, thank you, ladies. I'm going to hop off too. I appreciate it.
Sorry about our 2 hours. We did great. Honestly, I am impressed that everybody got to call and has all of this done in 2 hours time. That's the other thing that I can drag on and run here and run there and, you know, be doing 5 things at once. So doing it like this really made me stay focused, and now it's done. My chili's in the crock pot behind me.
Oh, look at that, Maggie.
My veggies for my salad. It's all ready.
That looks amazing.
So I'm excited for the week.
Okay, you guys.
Now I have
pictures,
breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
So hopefully others will be inspired to join us. I think a lot of people that probably got invited felt like, "Whoa, what's that about? I don't know." So let's share it on social so they can see what it's
Yep.
about.
Awesome.
I think that's a
All
great
right,
idea.
Yes.
All right,
Yeah.
guys. Let me, before you sign off, Liza, let me just make sure that I can take back host so that I can make sure to have the recording so I can upload it. It'll take a little while because I'm going to upload it to the cloud rather than to my computer, just since it's 2 hours. And then I'll just
It's
upload
your
it
host.
to, okay, good. Looks like it's working. And then I will, let me go ahead and stop recording now.